Hi everyone, welcome. So as you can see from the title of this video, I have been very busy this past week. I'm actually on holidays right now and I decided to spend my first week of vacation, you got it, decluttering, destashing, organizing, purging my craft space. This is a job that I've been putting off for a very long time. And the reason I know I was putting this off is because I knew it was going to bring up a lot of emotions, because I needed to get rid of some things, let some things go that were very difficult items to let go. I inherited a lot of things from my mom when she passed away, crafting items, and I had been holding on to these things for too long. And I just wasn't ready to let them go, but I finally am now, and I have. And I thought I would just come on here and document this journey because possibly this might help somebody else that has some emotional attachment to some things that they're having a really hard time letting go. And so hopefully you guys will find this entertaining. Hopefully you'll get some encouragement and some motivation from this video to just get started. I know I needed a little bit of a push, and Megan actually was the one that has just been my cheerleader, and she's super proud of me, and you know what, I am too. I just can't believe that I did it. It took me a whole week to do. It wasn't an easy task. I knew it was going to take a long time, and it did, but boy does it feel good. So hope you guys enjoy this video. It is a bit of a long one, and you'll notice that it kind of starts around day 2 because I actually didn't think to video this at the very beginning. I just was wanting to just get it done, but I thought that this might help somebody, and I kind of wanted to kind of document it for myself as well because it is kind of therapeutic, I think, a little bit. So I hope you enjoy. Please let me know in the comments what you get out of this video, and if you have a similar situation, I would love to hear. So sit back, relax. Here we go. So this is sort of mid-process here. This is what I have destashed already. I have this pretty large box here full of fairy garden items, all different seasons. I've actually regained a couple of drawers. I've got a couple here with some just extra clothes. I'll show you the final reveal, kind of how I've organized things here in a minute. Again, I've just been kind of going through things, and yeah, it's been a process, you guys. This is too much stuff. This is what happens when you are a collector and a hoarder. Never again. I'm not going to let it get like this ever again. So next up, I am tackling something that I've been putting off for 10 years. I don't know. When my mom passed away, I inherited a bazillion rubber stamps, all her rubber stamp collection. She was an avid card maker. She has thousands and thousands of dollars invested in rubber stamps that have just been literally sitting. I had a few too. I bought some as well, and some things we did together. She actually, her and I made my wedding invitations. She made Megan's birth announcements when she was born. I do have a lot of memories, but I don't need all these stamps. It's a really emotional thing to go through all this stuff because I don't want to get rid of it, but it's time. I'm going to try to find some places that can use this stuff. I do have one lady that I know is running a summer program for young kids, and she reached out on Facebook Marketplace here recently saying that she would love some crafting supplies. So I think I'm going to put together a little package for her with some paper and some envelopes and card making stuff. Yeah, so I'm this bin on the top is stuff that I plan on keeping. I'm just trying to like I say, I'm going to just keep going through this stuff, shed a few tears. It hasn't been an easy process, but I'm going to just keep pushing through. Wish me luck. Okay, so another little update. This is what day is this? I think 3 or 4 that I've been at this now. Keep in mind, I'm not spending all day. I do a couple hours here, a couple hours there, because it just gets so overwhelming. And you know what? It's true what they say, it has to look worse. It gets much worse before it's gonna get better. So I'm still kind of sorting. I have made progress though, you guys. I've got groups of things. I actually found someone on Facebook Marketplace that reached out a while ago because they were looking for people to donate craft supply items,
things for the kids to do for the summer, all that kind of stuff. And I thought, holy, this is like a perfect opportunity for me to donate some fairy garden items, some crafting items that I'm no longer using anymore, all that kind of stuff. So what I've decided to do with my mom's stamps, I ended up just keeping one small bin, and Megan picked out a few things that she wanted to keep as well. So yeah, I've got 5 bags here that I just kind of evenly separated all the stamps into. There was no rhyme or reason. I just kind of threw them into bags, kind of evenly distributed. Like, these bags are full. I've got envelopes and paper so that people can make you know, cards and things like that. So what I thought I would do, again, I'm going to go on Facebook Marketplace and I'm going to just shout out, say, hey, I have these things. I would really like them to go to either a daycare situation, maybe even a school, or an old folks home where they have maybe a coordinator that does crafts and stuff like that. I know that that's what my mom would have, you know, that would have made her happy to know that this stuff is going to someone that will use it and get some enjoyment out of it. I have 2 boxes in the living room already with craft stuff, but I found a bunch more. So all this is going to go into those boxes for this lady that did reach out on Facebook Marketplace that wants some things for the kids to do for the summer. She does, you know, a craft project with them every single day. They also are playing outside. I found some chalk. I found some all kinds of things. So I also asked her if she would like some fairy garden items because, oh my gosh, you guys, I have so much stuff that I've collected over the years from Dollar Tree, thinking that I would make these little fairy gardens and sell. And I did do a little bit of that, but I just don't have time for that anymore. And I don't know, I'm just not really into it anymore. So I'm gonna let a lot of this stuff go. So what's in that bin is what I'm keeping. What's on the floor is what I'm going to donate. And the lady did tell me that they made a little flower garden and vegetable garden. So the kids will be able to use all these awesome little fairy garden items. This is another box full of things here as well. I don't use this stuff. I know I'm not going to use this stuff. So again, I'm going to donate it somewhere I know that it's going to be put to good use. I'm about to go through this little bin. Most of this stuff is Dollar Tree, like figurines and things like that. I'm going to keep a few of them, but again, I'm going to be donating a lot of this stuff. I have nicer figurines that I use in my fairy gardens, so a lot of this stuff can go. I think the kids will really like this, so I'm going to go ahead and sort through this, and I'm just going to keep plugging along. I've got a long way to go. But you know what, this feels good because this is something that I've been wanting to do, needing to do for a very, very long time. I'm actually fixing some of my drawers here that were broken because I had too much weight in them. So I've got them glued. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while, but I can't wait for the final result. That's what's kind of keeping me going because I just want a craft room where I can actually, you know what I've got, find what I have and what I want to use to craft with. I've kind of narrowed down what I kind of do now. Like I was kind of becoming a collector of craft stuff, but not crafting with it. I don't know. I think some of you guys can probably relate to that. So yeah, I am just going to kind of keep the things that I know I'm actually interested in using, crafting with, and the rest I'm gonna let go because it's weighing me down. And I'm hoping this is gonna just feel amazing afterwards. I think it will. I'm sure it will. Right now I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, but anyhow, it's a process. So I'm gonna carry on. So here's all the stuff I ended up gathering up for that lady that had reached out on Facebook Marketplace. She's running a summer program for kids, I think aged 5 to 12, she said. I did message her last night, got the address, so I'm gonna drop this stuff off this afternoon. Megan's gonna give me a hand before she goes to work. Yeah, lots of good stuff. They are going to have so much fun crafting and fairy gardening. Oh man, yeah, I've got lots of fairy garden stuff, paper, stamp pads, everything you could need to do that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think they're going to be pretty excited to get all these things. It's going to take them a while to sort through everything. But yeah, it feels really good to know that this is going to be used. The kids are going to get lots of enjoyment out of this, I'm sure. So we're going to go deliver this very soon, and then I'll continue just kind of going through the rest of the stuff in my craft room. Welcome to day 5 of Cher's craft room organization extravaganza. Oh my goodness. So the plan of attack for today is I'm going to literally haul everything out of this closet. There's still some things I need to go through, purge, organize, figure out what I'm keeping, what I'm getting rid of. Yeah, so this is kind of what I'm working with. Anyway, my plan is to get everything out of here, make a path, because I bought myself a used organizer on Facebook Marketplace that I want to get in here. I'm going to start putting all my, bins and things back in here that I want to organize into. But let me show you what I picked up for 20 bucks. So excited that I found this. So I picked this beauty up a few weeks ago. I saw it pop up on Facebook Marketplace. I'd actually been looking for a brand new one of these around town, and with just the way supply is right now, I could not find one anywhere. So when this popped up for 20 bucks, I snatched it up, went and picked it up right away, and it's in really, really good shape. I do plan on popping the backs out of these. They're just thin, like little, I don't know, I don't even think they're wood. They're just cardboardy kind of things. I'm gonna pop those out. I found some bins at Dollarama that were $4 each that fit in here pretty well. And I plan on, just organizing some things into these little cubbies. And then of course I can stack stuff on top as well. So yeah, I'm excited to get this into the closet, and then I can start organizing some of the things that I know I'm gonna be keeping. Ta-da! I have a clean slate to work with here. I feel like it's been a very long time since I've been able to walk in to this walk-in closet and actually see the floor. Turning around, I have made myself a little path, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the organizing systems that I plan on putting back in here, and then I can start to go to work figuring out what actually is going to stay and what is going to go. So I've moved everything in as far as the pieces that I'm going to be using for organization. I'm able to keep 3 of these Rubbermaid organizing coaster things. These things are on little rollers. Of course, all the labels are not correct anymore. I'm going to have to relabel everything, but I've left enough space here so that I can still get into these drawers. I pulled this away from the wall a little bit because my bins were sticking out the front here too much for my liking. I'd rather have space in the back. I'm going to be stacking stuff up on here anyway. I'm going to get rid of this little hanger thing here. I don't need that anymore. And I'm thinking I might get myself a couple of shelves, depending on how much room I have to organize my things. I thought it would be kind of neat to put like jars up there with buttons and beads and, odds and ends. Anyway, we'll see where that ends up. And then I've got space over here. I had 3 or 4 large bins of things kind of stacked in here, which I can still get at fairly easily. And if they're labeled, and they are clear, so I can see what's in them, which is nice. I'm trying to kind of keep this area clear so I can put overflow of clothes and stuff here. I want to keep this area as clean and cluttered free as I can. I've got some stuff up there I still need to go through and organize. I've got a ton of sock snowmen. I don't know, I'm getting to the stage where I don't need all this stuff. I don't make that stuff really anymore. Megan's getting older. I basically made a sock snowman and a gnome for everybody that I know. So I really don't need to be making that stuff anymore. And I have this huge bin. Where is it? Over here. This bin down here, this big one, is full of socks. Basically socks to make sock snowmen and gnomes. You know what? I am going to try to get that down to one of these bins that I can put into that organizer, so that if I do want to make something, and I'll keep some of the beard stuff. I'm not going to keep everything though, because I don't need all this stuff anymore. And I've got that huge bag over there with ribbon, and this tote here with ribbon. I'm going to go through that and try to scale that down as well. Yeah, so I still have a lot of sorting to go through. So the next time I come on here, I will be all done and I'll show you the final reveal. So this is kind of the crazy mess before. Can't wait to show you the after. I'm gonna feel so much better. I can't wait for that myself. I'm tired of all this clutter. I'm tired of all this stuff that's been weighing me down for such a long time. And like I said before, I am never, ever going to let it get to this stage ever again. I'm going to be very selective from now on what I am bringing into my home and into my craft space. I better darn well be actually making something with it or have a very clear plan for it, because if I don't, it's not coming home with me. All right, so I know I promised that the next time I popped on here, I would have the reveal to show you. But before I get to that, I thought I would just share with you how much stuff I have actually decluttered. Keep in mind, Megan and I dropped off a carload of stuff to that daycare place a couple days ago, and they were so excited to get it. And since then, I've actually accumulated a bunch more. We're gonna take that probably tomorrow or the next day. I also have here, this is all gnome making stuff. I have a bunch of fur that I'm no longer needing, tons of socks and material and things to make gnomes, all kinds of stuff there. So I'm going to sell that as a lot on Facebook Marketplace, which is a great place to sell things in your local town. If you aren't doing that already, please do that, utilize that. I've bought so many things off there as well. It's a great source for that kind of stuff. This is the pile that I'm going to be taking to the daycare. Just a whole bunch more stuff. And then this pile is my donate pile. I'm going to drop this off at one of our local places. Sally Ann, Salvation Army, I don't know, one of those places. Value Village is a favorite one of mine just because it's really easy to drop off there. These bags here I showed before. These are the 5 bags that I've divided all my mom's stamps up into, as well as paper and ink pads and all kinds of things you would need to make cards or anything like that. And like I mentioned, I'm going to be finding 5 very deserving places, people, organizations to give these to. Like I said, I know my mom would have loved that, and it makes my heart happy just to know that this stuff is going to get used and not just sitting here in my basement, you know, no one enjoying it. So around this corner over here, I have some more piles. This bag is full of basket making things, cellophane bags. There's like goodie bags. You know, when Megan was little, I had all this stuff. I just don't need it anymore. I kept some, and this is what I'm going to be, I think I'll just sell this as a lot as well. This huge bag, oh my gosh, you guys. This is what I destashed out of my ribbon collection. There is a ton of ribbon in here. So again, I'm going to try to sell that. This is my, it's almost embarrassing how many stickers I had. This is a big bag. I've got it full. Again, I'm going to sell that as a lot. And then I've got just a few other things. I'm going to sell this Cuttlebug thing that I bought. I thought I was going to get into die cutting, and I just never did. And then there was this little paper cutter that my mom had that I never used, so I thought that might go well with that. And then this box has just got the little plates, the cutting plates and everything, the instructions that go with that. This thing was an amazing find. I think I paid 30 bucks on this, for this on Marketplace a couple years ago, but again, it's just sitting collecting dust. I don't even have any dies, and I don't want to get into that because I think that could be addicting, and I'm not sure if it's something that I even want to do. So I'm just gonna let that go. Over here, I have all the extra bins and organizing things that I don't think I need anymore. So I've just I'm not sure where I'm gonna put all this stuff. I might donate a lot of these bins as well. This organizing system, I think I'm gonna put out in the garage so we can organize some stuff out there. That'll be another day. Anyway, are you guys ready to see the final reveal? I can't wait to share it with you. Here we go. Ta-da! So first of all, I can actually see my floor again. How amazing is that? I wish that I had taken better before pictures, because this, oh my gosh, you guys, this is quite the transformation. I wasn't even feeling inspired anymore to do any crafting because I couldn't even see my desk. It was just covered in stuff. If I wanted to do anything with my Cricut, I had to like take everything off of there, and oh, it was just such a pain in the butt. Anyway, I can actually do stuff over here, and I used to have boxes and containers and bags and all kinds of stuff underneath my desk. I've cleared all of that out. I've got space in this little organizing thing to also do some more organizing, and The best part of all of this is I actually regained some storage in a lot of my dressers. I'll just kind of quickly show you. I know people have kind of been interested in to know how I store a lot of my fairy garden stuff. And I'm lucky that I have this basement area and this extra bedroom because I can use my dressers down here for storage. So up here on the first drawer, I've got all my like Christmas trees and things like that that I use for fairy gardening, but also for my Christmas village and stuff like that. And this isn't even all of them. I have been in the storage room for the rest of my Christmas village. I've got an empty drawer here. Another empty drawer. That is exciting. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. And then this one has some of my fairy garden things. I've got some fairies here. I've got some extra little trailers and things like that. I destashed so much stuff. And of course that daycare is going to love. Those kids are just gonna have so much fun with all the fairy gardening items that I gave them. So that's what's in that drawer. And then in the bottom one, I have all of my vinyl and stuff for my Cricut, paper, stuff like that. And I didn't know where to put these, so I just put these rolls in here. But mainly this is just stuff for my Cricut, which I haven't done a whole lot lately. And so now I can actually get at it. I think I am gonna do more of that for sure. Over in this dresser, I've got clothes in the first couple drawers, just some extra overflow stuff, which I never had room for before. And this bottom drawer is pretty full, but I have organized it so that I can easily find things. I've got chairs and benches over here. I've got some Easter stuff right here. I've got all my fairies in this bin, and underneath I've got another little bin that has all the animals in it. This has got like gnomes, shelf sitters and stuff like that for plant pots. This bottom one's got signs. Yeah, so I have this pretty well organized. This is all food related things, gardening kind of stuff. So that's what's in this one. So over here, empty drawer, yay. This one is kind of a combination drawer. I've got Halloween and fall related things in here. So I'll be able to easily find those things. So I've got all my fall stuff kind of over here, little hay bales, all kinds of goodies. This has all got pumpkin stuff in here. So that's what's in that drawer. And then the bottom one is Christmas. Now it's actually not that full because after Christmas last year, I have a whole bin just with Christmas, like I said, for my Christmas village. So this is just kind of overflow things. Yeah, so not a whole lot in here, but you know, the snow and stuff like that comes in handy, and at least I know where to find it. All right, so the biggest reveal is behind these doors right here. And you guys, I can't tell you what a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders just getting this project done. It took me almost a whole week. Not gonna lie, it wasn't easy. Oh man, but I am so glad that I did it. Here we go. Here is my craft closet. Oh my goodness. I just makes me so happy to look in here now. I can actually see the floor. I can actually come into my walk-in closet and get around in here. Isn't this amazing? Yeah, I haven't actually had a chance to label everything yet, but I will be doing that. I've got this little area here that I can decorate for the different holidays and seasons, which I'm super excited about. You can tell I'm already thinking about fall. I'm excited. You know what? I have not had very much creativeness in me for quite some time. I don't know, I just kind of haven't felt like it. But now that I've tackled this room, finally, it has kind of sparked something in me for sure. At least now I know exactly what I have. I know where it is. Everything's organized. I've got like all wood stuff, kind of like popsicle sticks and wood rounds, anything wood I've got in these two bins here. I'll just give you a quick tour. I kept some of the embossing powder that my mom had for her stamps. I do have an embossing tool as well, and some ink that goes with that. So I hung on to that just because I thought maybe I might do something with that at some point. These are all gnome boots and little accessories to go with those. Megan loves to cross stitch, so I put her, she wanted to put this in here just so that she could get it out of her room and didn't take up room, and that fit in there perfectly. So this is the container that I have condensed all those socks and everything that I had. I just picked out my favorites for if I do want to make gnomes in the future, or sock snowmen. And then I've got this bin down here. This is all Dollar Tree succulents. And I need to get another, I think I'm gonna get another one of these because I got rope and burlap and stuff like that. I think that would go well in one of these kind of pull out little bins. And then this stuff is all like for gnome beards. I've got faux fur and mop heads and all that kind of stuff that you can use to make gnome beards. So I kept some of that. And then this is the container that has all the stamps that I wanted to keep from my mom's. And then there's just a few kind of overflow little stamp sets here that I wanted to keep as well. So you know what, all of these organizers were full of stamps. Like I mentioned before, my mom had thousands of dollars invested in stamps, and I knew that there was no point in me trying to sell them. I didn't want the money. It wasn't about the money. It was about making sure that those things went somewhere where they needed to go, where they'd be enjoyed. So you know what, I'm not even that sad, you guys. I thought I'd be a lot more sad. Maybe I will be once I see the stuff actually leaving my house, but it feels really good. Yeah, I'm just so glad that I finally did it. So over here I've got some calendars and some books that I want to hang on to. This has just got kind of embellishments. These are kind of just random. I didn't have a chance to really go through them and organize them really well. I just knew that I wanted to keep that stuff, so I just threw them in a couple of bins. This bin down here is stuff that we use to make bath bombs. Megan and I love doing that, although we haven't for quite some time, but I thought I better hang on to some of those. And then I've just stuffed in here some floral foam, just kind of a random spot for that. So over here, I still have to label everything because these aren't the correct labels anymore. So I will still need to do that at some point, but at least I have everything, you know, like things all together. I've got scissors in a drawer, I got punches in a drawer, I got pipe cleaners in a drawer. Yeah, things are easy to find now, which is just, oh, gonna be so amazing and so much easier when I'm wanting to craft. This stuff over here is all paper and cardstock, which I can be using with my Cricut, which I haven't really done much with paper, so I got rid of a lot. I let a lot of that go, but I kept things that I thought I might be able to use for that. Got a few little things hanging here. This is my sticker collection. I got this all down into just this one bin. I had so many I knew I was never going to use, and I just kept my favorites. So that's what's in there. And then in this little bin here, this is what I've kind of weeded down my basket making kind of stuff here. And I've still got some boxes for cookies and different things like that for Christmas and Valentine's Day. I still do that a little bit, not to the extent that I used to do when Megan was younger, obviously with teachers and stuff like that, but I still do like to do that kind of stuff. This is our paint supply. This one is Megan's up here, so she can just take this bin with her whenever she wants to paint in her room. And then of course we've got another whole drawer full of it here. And then this is all the painting supplies. Again, we can just take this out. Got sandpaper, tape, brushes and foam brushes and all kinds of stuff in there that just painting related. And then I've just got some storage up here, all my seasonal pillows, and I've got some flowers, fall stuff. And yeah, you know what? I don't have, everything is not matchy-matchy, and it's not all from IKEA or anything like that. It's not beautiful, but you know what? It works. It's functional. My desk came from Facebook Marketplace. I think I paid 50 bucks for it. It's not perfect. You know, the thing on the top is all warped, and you know, but it's fine. I don't need it to be perfect. I'm just going to be crafting on it and probably putting cuts and whatever on it myself. So I'm perfectly happy with the way all this turned out. It goes to show you, you don't have to spend a ton of money to organize your things. You can go and get some inexpensive bins and organizers from the dollar stores or from Walmart. A lot of these bigger containers came from Walmart. I like that they're clear so you can see through them. But yeah, you know, use what you have. I didn't go out and buy anything new other than, like I said, I bought this this cubby, and then I bought a few of the little containers that actually fit in there. But other than that, I had a lot of this stuff already, and I just tried to use what I had so that I wasn't having to spend a lot of money. So I hope you guys have found this somewhat inspirational. I don't even know what I want to call that, because I needed something to kind of give me a little bit of a kick in the butt. And the fact that I had 2 weeks off of work and it's so hot outside right now, it's too hot to even go outside and enjoy. So this was the perfect opportunity for me to just get in here, get it done, and oh my goodness, it feels so good. So I encourage you guys to do the same. If you have a huge daunting project that you've been putting off, and putting off, oh man, just bite the bullet and do it. Just start. I mean, one day I just decided, okay, today's the day, and I just started. And once I got started, it got easier and easier and easier. And I promise you, you can do this too. If I can do this and I can get through this huge daunting task, so can you. So I hope you guys are all doing well and enjoying your summer. And yeah, hopefully there'll be some crafts coming your way soon, because I definitely have, like I said, I've renewed a little spark in me to get going for some fall and Christmas crafts. So hopefully you'll see some of those from me soon. So until next time, I will catch you again. Bye for now, everybody.